I almost fell asleep during that lecture. At the last school board meeting, I made a motion to remove $40,000 for snow removal for Sandown North. And I was told that the school board meeting was not the place to remove any items from the budget. So that tells you two things. One, the school board has no influence on the budget whatsoever. And you, this budget committee, is the taxpayers' last and only hope. Secondly, with the actual snow removal, the $40,000, Sandown Board of Selectmen, I spoke to them last night, and they are firmly committed to plowing Sandown Central, and they don't understand why this money is being introduced to the school budget. So I would urge the budget committee to strike that $40,000 at the very least. Sandown is committed to plowing Sandown Central. So getting back to the process.
You got to read the email from the town administrator where they are not committed.
Excuse me, I have the floor. Thank you.
Well, I thought we were going to deal with facts. Are we going to deal with fantasy or facts, Mrs. Green?
I have the floor.
I'm just asking a
Grant
question.
me the courtesy that I granted you.
Well, start with an
Thank
insult
you.
and get an insult back.
I'll
I
let
almost
her-
fell asleep during yours.
I'll let
How's
her
that?
finish her point, and then we'll go from there.
The second thing is that at least 75% of this budget is based on salaries and benefits. And yet, the budget committee, neither the school board nor the budget committee, knows exactly how many positions or actual people are in this budget. You don't know how many unfunded positions you're funding here. You don't know how many actual employees you're funding. You don't know the trend of the employees, whether it's gone up, whether it's gone down, whether positions have gone up, whether positions have gone down. You are told, well, we added one position, we removed one position, but you're not told how many people retired. So, I mean, the very fundamentals of this budget are really not examined anywhere. And it's not a criticism of you, it's a fact of the way the process has evolved, where the SAU takes possession of the budget and then pushes it through. And asking for a bottom line, and I'm so grateful that you've resisted that, because your job is to scrutinize every ask. It's not a collective bargaining negotiation where we decide what the bottom line is going to be. It's supposed to be a scrutiny. And unfortunately, you don't have enough information to do the scrutiny.
And that's what we do. We've had the department heads in here, and everyone at this table has asked questions of what's being presented to them. So that's what we do. The other night, you had made a comment at the school board meeting that we're not doing our job. We are doing our job. We're all trying to work hard to work together here as two committees here. We're all here for the same purposes, okay? This bickering back and forth between what we do, you do, it's got to stop. We're all here for the same reason. We all give up our time for the same reasons.
And I'm so glad you pushed back on the bottom line tonight, because that shows you do want to do that diligence. And I'm only pointing out that unfortunately, this board is not given enough information to do that properly.
I believe at the end of the last meeting I asked you, Dennis, what was the last thing I said? Do you have everything you need? Anything else you need?
Absolutely.
Right?
Yep.
Is that not how?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yes.
She doesn't know what she's talking about.
So what